Hi, my name is Nicole Roach. I will be focused on how differentiation and engagement can strengthen our learning environment. In our settings, we are working with individuals who have diverse backgrounds, strengths, and learning. Understanding how the brain learns helps us to be able to teach these students to the best of our abilities. So, what is brain based learning? Brain based learning is grounded on neuroscience. It is the emotion, the social, the problem solving, and the individuality of each student. When we align our practices with how the brain naturally processes information, we can get farther with our students and in the classroom. Now, differentiation, next thing on the list, means to intentionally adjust the learning to fit those students. So if we have a student that learns hands-on, then we need to be doing hands-on activities with that student because it's the only way that they're going to make connections between what they are learning and what they already know and the importance behind all of it. When we align our environment and our teachings to fit these students, we see a better outcome, better learning, and better retention of the information that they are learning. Now, the strategy that I would use first would be a flexible pathway. So, this would mean that the students would be able to learn the materials whichever way that fits them. So, if that's hands on, if that's watching a video, if that's listening to a song, if that's creating their own presentation in order to teach the other students, then that is what they need to do. The second strategy would be a choice-based strategy, and this is where the students are giving options to reflect on their learning and show what they know. So their options could be to write a paper and present it to the class. The other one could be to record a video. The next one could be to create an entire drawing and project in order to show what they've learned. Now, this leads me to engagement. Engagement is so important in our classrooms and needs to be taken to the next level. So, engagement isn't just about the kids working with the learning, it is about curiosity, attention, investment, and just the emotional connection that they have with the learning. If they build an emotional connection with what you're teaching them, it strengthens their memory and them retaining the information for a longer period of time. Now, in order to engage in our settings, this means that we are performing, we are making lessons interesting, and we are going all out to get our kids invested and get their attention in their learning. So, one way to do that would be active learning, making sure that the children are up, discussing, moving around, problem solving, and investigating those learnings in the classroom, as well as feeding off each other and talking to one another. The second one would be real world relevance. Make it relevance to the things that are around them. For example, if you're teaching money, make a grocery store and have them use that money to purchase the things that they want from the grocery store. It puts them in a real world situation and shows them, oh, I am learning money for a reason. In closing, when you engage with the learning and get the brain active and actively moving and have an emotional attachment to what you are learning, your brain works so much better, remembers things so much better, and overall will succeed in the classroom and in the learning environment. That is my presentation on brain-based learning. And I hope that we can all engage more in the classroom and get those brains rolling.